Hello, this is Adani, and I'm back with another reading. Let's see what our messages are that needs to come out today. I want to start with my Dark Goddess deck. Let's see what messages, which goddess wants to come out and give us a message. If you're new to my channel, please do like, share, and subscribe. Support the channel. It encourages me to come on here and do readings. Hope you all are doing well, wherever part of the world that you are in right now. I know a lot is going on. And we just want to try and make sure that we keep our vibrations high at this time. Oya just flew out of the deck. Oya is the Orisha of hurricanes, winds. She just jumped out, so she clearly has a message for us. And here where I am, it's very windy this morning. So we'll see what message she has for us. So we have Oya. And her card is called Deliverance. Interesting. So hopefully you can see it. It's a beautiful illustration here. Very nice. So let's see what message Oya has. I'm going to read it from the book. It says, I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's so long. So I'm just going to get a little bit of the guidance here. Turbulent, unsettling times reach a climax, heralding the end of something major in your life that you can no longer avoid. Take Oya's hand now as she blows it all asunder, scattering the debris of the past far and wide. Oya will ensure no hint of the difficulties remain and lead you through this time of death and chaos to something new. Deliverance is her gift when you face death in all its forms. For without death, the cycle of life would cease to exist. We would cease to be, and all that you have yet to experience would not have the space nor opportunity to manifest itself. This African goddess of old is to be welcomed and treasured, as her presence now is the stimulus you need to move forward in your life. So her foresight is a house move further afield is likely. Let go of old patterns and behaviors. A job is coming to an end. A death changes your outlook. End an unhealthy relationship. A birth in the family is announced. Take a last-minute holiday to somewhere unfamiliar. And don't be afraid to ask for help. So there's some major changes that are definitely coming. Some will be endings and then will result in new beginnings. So this is a time where, she's using her wand, her staff there to create, some unexpected chaos or change in our lives that's going to remove what's no longer serving our highest good and bring in, something positive, a positive change. And we know Oya symbolizes the first and last breath of life. She is one of the Orishas, like I said, from West Africa. So this is pretty much given the energy of the death card. So we'll leave her out here during the reading. We're grateful that you showed up. So we're being delivered from past, and things that we've gone through in the past that are still, the residuals are still affecting our lives. So she's doing like a final cleansing. It's almost like a final sweep through, so this new beginning can start. For some people, that means that you will be moving where you live. There could be the birth of a new child. You could leave one job and get something better, or go into your own business. Oya comes in to force us to make these moves that we tend to get complacent in our situation and, procrastinate and not make those real, those needed actions that we need to take. So she's going to come in and force us. It's kind of like a tower moment with the death card all in one. Okay, so let's get some cards from the Angel Tarot. See if there's any other messages that wants to come through. Oya brings the air element. So this message could be significant for a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And it's not surprising that we did pull some air cards. So we have the Lovers, the Magician, the Three of Swords, and the King of Swords. So like I said, Oya brings this air element. So we could be, this situation could have something to do with an air sign man, masculine person. Doesn't matter your gender, because we all do carry both both energies of masculine and feminine in us. But there's definitely some masculine man here who has been, in his thoughts, in his mindset, just really unhappy about his situation right now. He feels like things are not really moving right now, but he needs to know that the universe needs him to make a move. He needs to make a move. A change is going to be forced on him because he has been refusing. He has been refusing to take action and do the needful. In fact, at this time, he has lost all support. This masculine has lost everything that they have, because even from this picture, you see everything in this person's bag is falling out, right? They're still suspended there. They've lost everything and they haven't done anything. Sometimes spirit is going to make you, go through things, take things from you, make you uncomfortable because you need to do something. And you still refusing. Even his spiritual support, his ancestors have turned their back on him because they need him to do this now. The wheel has turned. This person needs to definitely, they have no choice. This is the destined time, so since this person does not want to take action, and do something that they are meant to do, the universe is going to cause some abrupt change, a tower moment, to do this. And that's what the Oya card came out here to do. This is given Gemini energy, someone mercurial, so it could be a Virgo person as well, or Pisces. Okay, there's a major choice, a major decision that this person has to make at this time. Gemini season could be of significance. This person needs to have confidence in themselves. The Magician card is here, so they have everything they need. You know, they're still playing the victim card, you know. Oh, this happened. Oh, the divorce affected me. I haven't been the same. I lost everything. I lost my house. I lost my car. I lost my job. I lost this. No, universe does not want to hear that, because why? This person has everything they need. But they're refusing, you know, to see their potential. They're refusing to do the needful. For somebody here, this person is the one that has been causing you so much heartbreak and so much, you know, stress in your life. This person is the reason for blockages and obstacles that is affecting you right now. But something is about to happen, like, that's just going to just like make this person like leave your life for good. Something is about to just happen all of a sudden with that Oya energy, that, you know, chaotic energy that's going to cause this person to release their hold on you. You know, I mean, you know, they feel like if you're not going to be with them, you cannot be with anybody else. So they've been manipulating this situation behind the scenes because they are still, you know, angry that, you know, whatever situation, relationship that you all had is no longer existent. So they're being almost like, you know, an obstacle in your path. This person could also be someone that owes you money and refusing to pay, refusing to do what they are supposed to do, refusing to be of help to you, refusing to be of support to you. This person, you know, has a very short time to take action or make a decision, or that choice we made for them, and they're not going to like the selection. So this could be someone else in your life, or this could actually be you. So it's, you know, put it where, you know, it fits. So let's clarify these cards. I'm going to use my favorite deck here. I love to use this deck. I want to say it's the Witch's Tarot. I might be wrong, but I want to say it's the Witch's Tarot. Spirit, clarify this Lover's card. So there's someone that hasn't gotten over you at this time. This person is still in this energy, and it's keeping them stagnant, and it's keeping, you know, they're trying to block love in your life. Yeah, this is a relationship. This is a relationship. Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is clarifying the Lover's card. This is a relationship that you moved away from. That was, you know, was not for your higher good. Like I said, Eight of Cups, you walked away from this situation, but this person has refused to let you go. You're constantly in their mind, and you know, this has been the theme of most readings, you know. This past person, I mean, we are in Mercury retrograde, so, you know, exes have been showing up. But this person, I don't know if they just came out of another situation that brought them down even lower, you know. They're, you know, maybe they've had time to reflect on things and now see that who they had was more valuable, you know, and they needed to have treated you better. They're definitely at the crossroads, trying to make a decision on which direction they want to go. Their staff is pointing towards your direction. And with the Lover's card, that's the choice that they need to make. Even with the this king of swords here that's hanging on this tree in suspension, putting his life on hold. There's a fork in the road. He has to make a decision. Shit or get off the pot. What are you going to do? In this constant energy of rejection, feeling like nothing works out, just focused on what did not work out, refusing to see that there's something better. Like I said, in this victim mentality, for some people, this person is supposed to support you financially, support the children financially, and they're refusing. They're actually reducing their level of their status, their employment status, reducing the hours they work, reducing the things that they have a potential of making more money because the King of Pentacles is here. But this person is definitely manipulating the situation with the Magician card because they want you to get the bare minimum. They want you to get the bare minimum. They want you to struggle. They want to use money to punish you. And, if it's not your message, don't go crazy, but this is definitely for someone. But there's someone that is definitely manipulating a situation. The money is there. The potential for this is there, but they're refusing. They are refusing to do this because they want to punish. They want to punish you for rejecting them, for this pain that they experienced. That's for somebody. But something's going to be just like knocked out, Something is going to be just like exposed, especially with this Oya situation right here. This is almost like the universe coming to the rescue, for someone. And I would say it's not romantic for someone, but this is a romantic situation for everybody. I don't care if it's a friendship, a deep friendship, because we have the Lovers and the Two of Cups. So at once upon a time, this person did have love for you. Once upon a time, you had love for this person. Once upon a time, this was a relationship. This is the person you thought you would see yourself with forever. This could be a Virgo. This could be a Gemini person. High mercurial energy. So this person does have the gift of gab. This person has a very strong throat chakra. And this is someone that will use words to attack you. This is someone that their voice, their words, that's their weapon. This is someone that's going to cut you down. This is someone that's going to make you feel your lowest, put you down, and, and this is just because, they don't want you to see your true self. And for some of you all, you had to turn into this chaotic type of energy that Oya brings. The breakup, the releasing yourself from the situation, you had to turn into this force to be able to sever ties with this person. That's how much of a stronghold that they had over your life, and still in your energy. You might not even know that this person is still in your energy. You might not know that this person, is sitting around thinking about you. If you're doing well, they're angry because they want you with nothing. They want you literally on the street struggling. But something's going to happen that's going to just really force this person to to, move out the way. Everything this person is wishing on you, they're now receiving it tenfold. This person doesn't understand that whatever they put out, they're receiving. And that's probably what, maybe they're talking to someone, they're having a conversation with someone, maybe someone's advising them like, hey, just move on. Can't you see, take a look at yourself 10 years ago and look at yourself now. I mean, you have reduced to, almost nothing. You look different. Your health is deteriorating. You're losing everything. Maybe they used to drive a fancy car back then. Now they're driving a junk. They're just only to prove a point. This is someone that's very stubborn that I'm speaking to. And collective, if you're the one behaving like this, please, you have to change that energy, because right now this is the time of change. The universe is about to knock whoever this is off of this off of this throne that they think they're on. This person is going to have an awakening that's going to make them fall off this tree. So either the universe is going to knock this tree down and there's no help. Everybody has turned their back on this person because they've seen now that this person is a liar and a manipulator. This person has gone around and spread so many lies about you, but time has passed and they've really seen things unfold. And now they've seen that this person is the one that has been manipulating the situation. They now see that you, or was not the problem. So people don't want to listen to them anymore. They don't want to, they're when their phone calls come, they're not picking it up, they're not answering. Some people could even be blocking them. These are people who, looked at them in a very high regard before, are now looking at them as, someone that is in the unemployment line, or someone that is, they don't want to take their calls because they could be asking them for money. This person has like lost some very good friends and connections. This person is now in isolation and all they think about is you. They can't move on. So that's the message that I'm getting right here. Oya is here to bring deliverance. They're going to rescue whoever that was victimized here, whoever this person was. If you were the victim, Oya's here to fight, to finally clear this energy out of your life. This person that has been like an obstacle, a roadblock, or thinks they are, but they're not, because you know who you are. And it's almost like they can feel that a new relationship is coming to your life. They can feel like you're about to meet your kingdom spouse. They can feel that the divine timing is here, for you to meet the person that you're meant to be with, your true love, the real love. They can feel that and they want to come and manipulate this person. They could come acting like things are working out for them now. The King of Pentacles, that they have the finances, they have this level up, but it's not true. This is the Five of Pentacles. They are struggling. So just be careful. Don't forget, when a person shows you who they are, believe them. Do not go back to the past. Okay? So that's the message that I have, guys. It might not resonate with everybody, but this is definitely for someone. On that note, many blessings to you. Bye bye.